Hi, my name is Larry Rudolph. As a fellow hunter and conservationist, you may know me from my many years as a strong supporter of both hunting and conservation. Maybe we served together when I was president of both Safari Club International and the Weatherby Foundation. Perhaps you're a fellow member of SHCAR, CIC, Ovis, or Wild Sheep. As the founder and founding member of the Conklin Award, we may have attended a Conklin Award dinner together in Dallas, or perhaps we had a chance to discuss hunting rights when I served as the Chief Communications Officer for SCI. Maybe we just shared a laugh over a great hunting story and a glass of wine. You know, I've been very fortunate as a hunter, having collected nearly 300 big game species and most of the major international hunting awards, from the Weatherby Award, the SCI International Hunter Award, to the Ovis Super 30 of wild sheep. Like yourself, my passion for hunting naturally led me into a volunteer advocacy role, donating, supporting, and defending our rights as hunters and the importance of hunting as a conservation tool. It was during my many years in the senior leadership of Safari Club International that it became apparent to myself and others that SCI was being abused, mismanaged, and controlled by several of its past presidents for personal financial benefit. This small but powerful group controlled SCI's finances, its revenue stream, and its bylaw process. They fought any and all positive reforms, their personal agenda and benefit overshadowing the best interest of SCI and hunting. In spite of their political power, I was able to implement many positive changes. Most of you watching this video encouraged and supported these reforms. Those past presidents, fearful of losing their personal power and financial benefit within SCI, could not challenge these new ideas and reform, either in open debate or by board vote. They instead chose an age-old tactic to destroy the messenger, using their ethics process to regain their political power. As a result, SCI chose instead to defame and slander my reputation in a mean-spirited attack, culminating in my expulsion, using what my friend and immediate past president of SCI, John Whipple, coined the Kangaroo Court of SCI, or as it's formally known, the Board of Inquiry. I am now engaged in a legal action against SCI and Ralph Cunningham, who led this Board of Inquiry against me for his own self-serving reasons, and its members, Larry Higgins, Dave Small, Joe Hanley, and Scott Chapman. You know, it's time to reveal the truth and repair the damage they have done to my reputation. This Board of Inquiry manufactured and created issues and timed their defamation in such a way that these false accusations were formally released by Ralph Cunningham to the Board of Directors a mere 1 hour before the annual 2012 SCI elections for its officers. In spite of several board members citing concerns of legal action, Cunningham moved forward, even violating the stated rules and confidentiality of the BOI to achieve their self-serving agenda. In hunting terms, we call this a hard shot, and it was designed to kill me and any chance to complete the reforms that I had been leading. Make no mistake, this was done with malice and design, crafted with lies, mistruths, and slander. Hey, we're all hunters, and we're a tough bunch, but attacking my family, accusations of deliberately taking funds, hell, I've contributed more than 200,000 SCI. Wouldn't it be easier just to give less? In the interest of the truth and hunting, please take a few minutes to listen to this video. In this video, you will hear not my words, but then President of SCI and its CEO, John Whipple's unguarded and direct comments as to why I was selected for personal and political destruction, and the fabrication of lies designed to attack my family, my reputation, my hunting ethics, and the persons responsible. Ralph Cunningham and these individuals have a fiduciary responsibility to protect SCI and not to waste hundreds of thousands of your donated dollars to protect the power of a few. And why, after this, would any volunteer speak up and do the right thing within SCI Or is it easier and safer now just to overlook corruption or risk a heart shot? Please listen to the main points of this video. I do not ask you to believe me, but listen to the words of John Whipple and make up your own mind. If you choose, you may view the entire unedited version or just read the transcript. They are enclosed as attachments. I want to thank you for being fair and for remembering we are all hunters. We both understand that, and you tell me your opinion. What was the driving force? I mean, they could have just spanked me or said, we offered, you and I tried to make this.
I tried to do that after I had one conversation with Ralph. That was a no deal.
Okay. So you got to tell me what I'm missing here, because how do I craft an offer if this is based on a personal agenda? Do you feel it's based on Ralph's personal agenda?
Yes.
And this is over what, though, John?
It's got to be the Weatherby. But
well, he drove me out of that.
Yeah, but I mean, it was him not getting the Weatherby.
Okay.
I happen to. I mean, that's my belief.
I know that. I've had many people telling me that. Okay, so he didn't get the Weatherby.
You did, and I think that just absolutely infuriated him.
Okay.
From that point forward, so if you look at it from that point forward, he was always on your ass. There was always nitpicking.
Well. Okay.
Yeah.
She was the regional something of Romania.
Romania, whatever it was. Yeah.
She came to the convention, sat with me at the dinners. Okay. A, B, and C. Got a hotel room. They're claiming I coerced somebody. This is what I heard.
Yes.
On the convention department to pay for her room. Did you hear this?
I heard that. And I said,
never happened.
I said, you guys are gonna have to show me that, because I was around that time. She had a hotel room, but she wasn't. She was over at Grand Sierra or something like that.
Why would, number one, you know me, John, I wouldn't do it. Number two, why would I do it? And number three, if everybody has a memory here, and you may, do you know who she was banging that whole time? Who was she banging?
Bruce's boys. Locked up in the room for 3 days.
And Bruce was proud of it. Yeah. If somebody paid her hotel room, who do you think it was?
Bruce.
Thank you. But this is the shit that they pinned on me. Dude. And then I go down to the next one.
Bruce is as crooked as the day is long.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Takes free hunts.
He's as crooked as the day is long. He's an old taker from Michigan for years and years and years. Okay?
Yes, but he carries their water.
Yes.
So they leave him alone.
So they leave him alone. So everything's fine, right?
Yeah.
And I said, I said, Bruce, I'm going to tell you, this lawsuit is in federal court. I've been in federal court. It's not a kangaroo court like Safari Club. I said, I'll tell you right now, and the only reason why I'm mad at all of you is that you never gave Larry his due in court.
And contrary to popular belief, I tried. I tried.
And I know that. And
I tried.
I'm going to just tell you, I'd say this, whether it was you, you're entitled to your day in court.
Yes.
Okay? There still is America as far as I know. And this was a very dark day in our life and our history of what Safari Club International did to Larry. On that point, he never got his day in court. And you can make all these fucking allegations, throw his ass out and everything else, but he never got his just due.
Within the 30 days.
How did you have a board of inquiry? How did you justify saying that this was all the evidence that you have is enough to bury this guy, when you're now trying to piece together evidence?
What, now they're trying to piece it together? Now?
Just a month ago.
Probably a month ago, they're trying to piece this together, which means, in my brain, that they're creating more. Look,
I don't think they're creating more. They're trying to substantiate what the fuck is said. But I'll tell you on two of them, Larry. It's strictly on
what?
Expense account, and they did a whole timeline.
On my expenses.
On your expenses.
Okay. And of the hundreds of thousands I had, how much was corrupted?
You know what they came up with?
What?
Came up with possibility $4,000.
Of the
Of questionable whatever.
Okay.
I said, you guys got to be shitting me. We have spent auditors. We have spent 38.
Who called the forensic auditors in? Under whose term? Me.
Said,
I would do that?
You guys, you put auditors in for $36,000 just for Larry.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
36,000?
And you're coming back to me with, you got maybe $4,000 or $5,000, of which 800 of it is a laptop. And I said, gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now,
A laptop.
In my business career, I would have fired all of you for doing something that stupid. How in God's name can you justify us writing a check to the auditors for $36,000? And all you came up with is questionable $4,000. And I said, we haven't even talked to Larry. Crucified.
He didn't have to bring that up in August.
How? No, he didn't. But he did.
Why?
I don't know. Is he that mad? Is he that vindictive?
I never hurt the man. I never took anything from him.
Now by people that he is the most vicious, ruthless son of a bitch there ever is.
Help me though, because I'm on a roll here. All right, so I owe him a laptop. Okay, fine.
So that seemed to be the big item.
Okay.
The other things were questionable, and I said, guys, you guys all been around Larry Rudolph for 3 years on this stuff. We've all been there, okay? And have you ever seen Larry try to take advantage of anything? Have you? I mean, I want you guys to think back.
Who are you talking to now?
EC.
Recently?
Yeah, no, before
they threw me out.
Before they threw you out. I said, here are the charges today. My guys might be very serious. I said, have you guys ever seen Larry take anything?
What did they say?
No. I said, have you seen Larry give more than he got?
You actually said this?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Thank
you.
No,
Thank you. Somebody spoke up for me.
During this vote on the EC, before we went to the board meeting, because I said I want no hassles at this board meeting.
Right.
I had it already. I don't need to do it anymore. The process has got to work, and let the process work. I'm good with that. I've talked to Ralph, and Ralph's agreed with me. And he lied right to me, but okay.
Well, he threw me under the bus with more lies in August.
Yes.
Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, patent, John. Not even a shade of gray. I moved the Weatherby to Dallas in a deliberate attempt to hurt SCI.
And I said, he doesn't have that much power as the president. They still have a board, okay?
It wasn't my idea. It was Spiegel and Keller.
Yeah, and I said that, I think you guys need to get the facts, because I know some of it because I talked with Doc when I was on that elk hunt up in Oregon.
Sackman, myself, Spiegel, and Keller went to Dallas. We talked to him. And as you recall, I don't know if you remember this, I even called you and said, look, it's monetary. Yeah. If SCI is willing to throw 50 to 75 at Weatherby, they will stay. They can't afford to go to Vegas, John.
Then they put a full court. They put a full court press on you through Pat, Dennis, Senior, Skip,
because of the convention. Well, Skip was integral to this.
Oh, he and Pat were the brains to keep this thing all frothing.
Pat. Pat had his fingers in this.
Pat, you'll never see him, but I'll guarantee you they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's smarter. He's the one that's the smartest out of all of them.
So I got an attorney, and the guy that wrote the bylaws telling me, you're okay, just, I said, I want my hearing, but, I'm in London with Ralph, I'm coming to this thing, I don't want to get blindsided, I don't want to hurt the team, A, B, and C, don't worry, you have no issue. We walk in there the day that thing was orchestrated.
It was already orchestrated.
Orchestrated.
To the nth degree.
So if you have a confidential process that's supposed to have integrity and confidentiality, how did all those people, including Dono, know to jump up, make the motion, create this, John?
Oh.
How?
Gee, do you think they worked it all out?
Now, how does Dennis know about this? He's not privy to the Board of Inquiry.
A bit.
Well, Dennis Anderson, I understand. They went to Russia with him and Alan Smith. Alan Smith told me the whole story.
And
my good dear friend. Well, I can look across the table from you and look you right in the eye. I killed that Sitatunga.
I don't worry about that.
I've got, wait a minute, I've got letters from the outfitters. Dead man, okay? This Coues deer thing, horse manure. I wounded the goddamn thing. Why would he wait 6 years?
Why would Kelso wait 6 years to do that?
And he just popped out of the woodwork?
He and Skippy were very, very close, and I'll bet you Skippy helped him with his divorce.
Do you remember? You probably don't. When we got rid of Eichinger, both Kirk and Roxanne called me and said, Roxanne would like the job as executive director.
Call me too.
They called you too?
Yes.
And I referred him to that guy.
Yeah, the headhunter.
Whatever the hell his name was, down in D.C.
Yeah.
That was in, what, 209, 210, 209?
209, 210.
Okay. Why is he calling me for a favor, quote unquote?
If you're such a bad person.
And I'm this poacher and this bad person.
Yeah.
How come he didn't bring it to light 6 years after? And then I said to somebody, I said, wait a second, the BOI has a 5-year statute of limitations.
Well, now you've heard the truth from the immediate past president of Safari Club International. I ask for your help in calling SCI and voicing your opinion to settle this litigation and to stop the needless waste of your donated dollars and the potential harm this will cause SCI. I want to wish you good hunting, and God bless you.